Can you tell me what project are you working on at the moment?
Sure. Well, I just won actually Ms. California Bodybuilding.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Very gratifying. A lot of work. That was on May 26th, and I'm currently putting together a stage show, which is going to be a live, really exciting, unlike anything you've seen before, show where I combine a lot of my talents, which is piano. I've been playing since I was 6 years old. My writing, so it's a lot of monologues and you'll laugh, you'll cry, and then my bodybuilding.
And so this is your baby. You've created this from the ground up?
That's right. Yeah, I've created it, and it's just developed over years, really, in the making, because I have a lot of other things I've been working on too, but it's been growing, and I've done small versions of it, but I know it needs to be on a very big scale, and it's going to be really spectacular. So I'm thinking about, I'm talking with some people in Vegas. There's some interest there, and but right now I'm putting together a teaser for it. So yeah.
And with you already being in the industry, what gave you the inspiration to sort of take things into your own hands and do your own thing?
What a great question. You know what? I've always gone my own way. I've always done what I wanted to do. Another interesting thing that's happening is because, happily, women are going to be boxing the Olympics now, which is so thrilling and exciting for the first time ever. When I was 16 years old, I actually made boxing history because I started boxing and shortly found out that women weren't allowed to box on the amateur level. So I filed a discrimination lawsuit, and we forced them to set up a women's division. Long story short, it took a long time to do that, but I had the first ever sanctioned match and won by unanimous decision. So now that the Olympics are happening years later, it's a thrill and an honor to know that I played a role in helping that happen. So that's just an example of how I've always gone my own way. If someone tells me not to do something or you can't, it never occurs to me that I can't. I'm going to do whatever I feel compelled to do. So the stage show was just a natural evolution of I have to create a pathway for me to do all the things that I love in one spectacular show. Because no one else is going to do that for me. I have to do it. No one else can do it, And it's just a thrill, and it's an honor and a thrill to be able to entertain people, inspire people, whether it's to get into fitness or to just do what they want to do. I mean, maybe they were afraid to before, and they see that I've never been afraid, even since I was a child. I just do what I feel compelled to do and become inspired and just do it because life is short. Yeah. And
so this stage piece, is it something that's based on actual events from your own personal experience?
Yes, definitely is. All the writing and the things I talk about are, because I'm working on books right now, and they're mostly experiential, inspirational style books. They're just from the heart. There are things that I've been through. I mean, I've overcome a lot of obstacles, and life has been extremely challenging and powerful, and it's not been an easy road at all, but that's the way it's supposed to be because I have so many experiences to share with people. So yeah, definitely it's my sharing my experience and my life in order to help others.
And I would say staying fit is a big enough challenge in itself. How do you go about doing it?
Well, I am in love and obsessed with bodybuilding, and I have been since I saw Terminator 2, and my life changed forever. So that's me. I love the look. I love the feel. It's a deep, deep thing. I was talking with someone before how it looks like it's external, but the fact is it's actually completely internal. It's here and here. It's reflected out here, but this is what keeps you going, and this. For years and years, there's no other way than having that deep, deep drive. So how I do that is, with my training for maintaining, for going to a show, if I'm going to compete, it helps me to have a goal. And I change it up, too, because your body needs change and variety. And I've learned Krav Maga. I still incorporate my boxing. So, I cross-train. I do all kinds of things because it has to be fun, interesting, and exciting for you mentally and physically. Yeah.
And as for a diet, do you have to make some major changes, or can you still go out and eat what you want because of the workout that you do?
No, I wish I could.
Don't we all?
Then we would not have any problems. You see, I love food. Love. Okay, big love, big. When I'm getting ready for a bodybuilding competition like I did in May, It's very strict, very, very strict and complex, and everyone's different. You have to learn your body and figure out what exactly works for you, but it's, it's pretty as strict as it can get without, dying. But
Be a little careful about that.
yeah, it's true. It's very, very hard. It's not something you'd want to do all the time. But again, that's why you do it that way for a short period of time, and then after the show, incorporate more variety of foods back in. Not all at once, carefully. Again, you have to let your body adjust. But I still eat 85% clean, 90% clean. But yeah, of course I love food. I mean, I love Thai food. I love Chinese food. I love everything. But I keep it minimal. I don't do it every day. And, because I'd rather not have to lean way out. I'd rather kind of maintain a certain level. And it's healthier, yeah.
Well, it's nice to know that as long as you keep things in moderation and you work hard, you could technically come out looking like you. You'd have to work very hard, but it can happen.
And 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours. Don't forget, blood, sweat, and tears in the gym. Sacrifice, lots of pain. But definitely moderation with food. I mean, it's like like I said, to me, if the 85 to 90% of it is clean, unprocessed foods, that's good. And that can still allow, everyone's different. Some people have crazy fast metabolisms. They can eat anything, but that doesn't mean it's healthy, though. So I keep it healthy. Yeah.
So your average workout in a week, how many hours is that?
Well, it depends on what's going on. Like right now, I'm back to about an hour, let's say an hour and a half a day, 6 days a week. Okay. Now, if I'm getting ready for a show, it's going to be more. It's going to be like 3 hours a day because I'm posing a lot, which posing is the hardest workout because you're flexing every muscle. And it's such an art,
How long does a pose have to last for?
Seconds, a few seconds. That's such a good question. No one's ever asked me that. I practice holding it longer than I'm going to have to so that I can, because you never know how the judges are going to, they'll tell you, okay, now do this. So you have to prepare. So I would say if you can hold it for 5 seconds, that's damn good. But I practice the hell out of it because I love it. It's so hard, but it's such I like things that are hard. It's a challenge that makes me feel good about myself to do it. You master it, and it's an art. So you go on stage, and you're smooth, and everything is smooth and graceful. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Well, you are an absolute inspiration. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
It was a pleasure meeting you. I really appreciate it.